Okay. Hi guys, welcome to DTS, Dare to Speak. I'm Ling.
I'm Lian.
I'm Roy.
I'm Liam.
We are actually pretty excited. This is our first episode. We are debuting the first time today. We are going to talk and let you guys know a little bit about us. There are a lot of questions since our teaser. People have been asking what is Dare to Speak, what does it do, and stuff like that. So here you are, all four of us here, telling you our story, why we are doing Dare to Speak. All right. So of course, without further ado, I would like all four of us to share with you what Dare to Speak means to us personally. Or why don't we start with Roy first? I like to push Roy.
I think we can answer this question twofold. Let's start with what is Dare to Speak, and then after that we can take turns, four of us, and what does it mean for you? Example, if like I ask what is Star Wars? Star Wars is a space soap opera, but then everybody has their own interpretation or understanding of Star Wars. So let's try this way. Dare to Speak, by its definition and by the posters that we've done, it's a talk show of the people, for the people, by the people. So it's by us, who are actually literally just a bunch of people. We're not like famous celebrities or born with a silver spoon whatsoever. We're just commoners, just like you, and we've all banded together, the four of us, to just have a talk show where we empower, where we motivate each other. And that's my synopsis of Dare to Speak.
I agree with Roy. My point on what Dare to Speak to me and towards the viewer is for the people. And you guys are the one sharing the topics for our coming episodes. So we talk about stories, we bring you stories that is pain to your heart, uncomfortable. We are also a safe space for people to join our conversations. How about you, Lian?
对我来讲 ，Dare to Speak 的话是一个比较倾向于沟通的一个平台，勇于发声。对我们来讲，言论自由是非常重要的，但勇于先讲出来，踏出这一步，对我来讲，可能就是我们有创造这个平台的一个非常关键的一个原因。那Liam呢？
For me, right, Dare to Speak is basically it's a platform for us to usually open communication, because I believe that no matter you're young, old, in corporate, in anywhere, right, there's always one problem people are facing: communication, speaking up, talking. So basically, this platform is that people like us will speak, will talk about things that you do not dare to speak about. Maybe some relationships, your work, your boss's girlfriend, I don't know, but a lot of things that you don't dare to speak will be talked by us.
No, boy. When he mentioned boss's girlfriend, why can't be boss's
Boyfriend.
boyfriend? Yeah.
Any friend？
Any friend?
We got a lot of situation that's unpredictable. Yeah, that's why I believe some of you guys relate, right? Understand what I mean?
So actually, four of us here is to hit topics that is hard on your heart, your mind. We are here to also become your voice. If you have anything that is in your mind that you want to share, or you want us to share for you, please tune in to us. We don't only have our sessions like that. We have our live discussions that will be coming on the coming episodes. We also have a Telegram group that you can communicate with us, the host. Of course, our team will pick up topics from there or feedbacks from there as and when you want. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Agree.
Right. So basically that we're not just gonna talk about our story. We can talk about your story as well. So you can tell us anything, and we'll talk about it, discuss with you, and you can even join us if you want to.
So the coming episodes will be shared differently from different hosts. We have all four of us in one a few episodes. We also have individual episodes, like I will be touching more on mental health when it comes to relationship, and also the heart relationship with another guest of mine, which is Leslie. We talk about the LGBTQ community relationships. Where else? I think Lian will have Sen Ye Tan, which is the late night with Lian, where you can touch more heart-to-heart topics. Now for the boys, they go like really cool topics too. So what they do here is Roy touch about, of course, hobbies and stuff, movies and stuff. But the key thing that Roy is going to touch also, you see this chunky guy here, he will also touch something that is heart-to-heart. He will be sharing his heart-to-heart story, and he will have guests, I think, that will be sharing his point of view together with the guests. When it comes to entrepreneurship also, hard topics, how to start up. I think, Liam, why don't you tell them what you're going to talk about?
What I'm going to talk about, well, I'll talk a lot of things. So basically, I can talk about communications. That's why I mentioned earlier. Communications between parents, the younger generation and older generation. And of course, mostly towards the young kids. It's like, I'm going to be your brother. I'm going to give you advice, my point of view. And of course, how you're going to navigate through all this maybe negative lives that you're having, or things that you cannot say or you're hiding. You can tell them to me, and I'll help you sort it out. I'll give you a lot of advice.
As for listening to Coco Liam.
So shy. Yeah.
Coco Liam.
Yeah, I'm a brother as well. So I can be brother to my sister, and I'll be brother to you.
Oh. Brother to the people.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think I would like Roy to share with all of you viewers out there. What does the viewer expect from the shows that we are going to do?
What can the viewers expect?
Yes.
It's a very broad answer to that, but if I were to sum it up in one word, I would say that this ecosystem that we're trying to create with Telegram, with Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, this entire group, us and you as well, this ecosystem, we plan to make it a safe space. A space where there's no judgment, a place where there's no racial discrimination, no prejudice, nothing of that sort. Everyone here is treated equally, whether you're black, you're white, male, female, anything goes. Even for us, if you could see, we're a bunch of diverse group of different religions, right? Different genders, of different sexual preferences, which we will get into that in the later episodes once you get to know us even more. So that's the unique thing about us. We each have a different value. We're not the cliche, generic kind of talk show where we bring a guest and we talk about his upcoming movies or a new trailer or what he's working on. No, it's a show for the people. It's a show by the people, and most importantly, it's to create a safe space, because right now, in 2023, it's very clear that we are losing safe spaces. The world is becoming more and more dirty, for want of a better word.
Correct.
It's just not nice to one another. It's a very dog-eat-dog kind of world. So
I can't agree more, because I think what we are trying to do here also is, besides being a safe space, we want to try our best, our level best, like any normal human that we are. You know, we want to show or showcase empathy, kindness in our coming episodes. How this can change, how our topics can help you become a safe space for you to talk and reveal your stories, but also at the same time for us to also set in our ears with empathy, to hear you out, to also seek truth on topics, unspoken topics and stories that I'm very sure viewers, you have a list of them. Just that like a normal TV show, you can't dictate the show. But with Dare to Speak, you dictate our topic, our show. So we can't wait to hear from all of you. It works that way. That's for me. How about Lian?
Sorry, if I may add to that. This ecosystem that I was mentioning about, what it aims to be is like, you know how every day we have struggles, we don't have a place to go to. After work, we come back, we need a little bit of zen time, we need a little bit of peace. But we don't have a place to go to because people judge us, people label us, people grade us. You know, if I have a problem, the first thing people do is they judge how big is the problem. If it's not so big, just get over it. You know, just move on. You know, what we want this ecosystem to be is that if you have a problem, you come to us. You join the group. For now, it's only the 4 of us, and it is growing. But once it is a fully functioning ecosystem, it will comprise of people who are willing to support one another. It's an ecosystem of people who are willing to be more than themselves. Yeah, that's why I take great pride in starting this program.
So basically, we do not just entertain like
Yes.
usual talk shows. So we are gonna help. We're gonna try to empower, basically, your personal experiences, our experiences, and how it can relate and help you. So it's not just yada yada for you to laugh about, and you can relate by watching this show. You can relate. Maybe we can even help you solve the problems that you're facing, and this is our aim.
Correct.
Lian?
那综上所述，就是我总结一下他们讲的东西，因为他们讲的东西基本上就是我觉得已经是非常精辟的去讲解我们 Dare to Speak 的一个这个 purpose 或者是一个这个平台的这个存在的意义。那我觉得我们主要是想提供给大家的呢是一个可以提供言论自由，你什么都可以说，什么都可以讲的一个平台。那我们希望你在得到一些东西的同时呢，当然你也可以从中是学习到更多，或者是同时可以给出更多。
Very good. I think it's all about what we are trying to deliver here. So we hope that all of you can contribute as much as it is, and we are all ears here to hear you out. Now, there are also some questions that while we were doing that to speak, right? Of course, we speak to our friends and family, and also some of the viewers that we've done a survey on. There are these questions that would we be doing anything physical? Physical in terms of would we have a workshop after we are doing this Dare to Speak. So.
这个的话，由我来简单的回答一下，因为我们的话，因为我跟Lin本身就是会有一个 journal 会出来，我们会有2个版本。那我们这个journal 出来之后呢，我们会有线下的一个 workshop， 然后这个话你也要讲解多一点。
Okay, so we are working with 365 Miracles. Actually, all 4 hosts will be, and also our guests will be coming up with a lot of workshops on the coming few months because while we are empowering DTS Dare to Speak with stories, inspiring stories and learning curves, what we are doing here is so we want to bring this training to the floor because mental health, no doubt, is a topic of a conversation. We can hear, we can talk about it, but what kind of what kind of mechanics can we do as a person to have for personal growth wise or what so? All 4 of the hosts and our guests will be doing multiple workshops in the city near you in Malaysia. So likewise, so there are activities. It's not just a channel. It's a channel where we hear, we talk, we also do it with you. Because like what Roy and Liam and Lian say, we are just any one of you. We want to empower not only through this channel of what we are talking about, we want to empower you to stand up, be close to a community, a like-minded community like us, and build your personal growth, share your story. It can be anything. It can be coming from domestic abuse, it can come from parenting. Because on the other note, we had this discussion while we are building this. We talk about children, kids, suicide. You know, now people are going through war. How much things we can do as a person, even we are sitting right comfortably at home. What can we do?
Yeah, speaking of that, since you brought up war, I mean, we are in a time of war right now. There's like, I would say 2 major wars being fought, and since prior to this, let's rewind back like 5 years, I never thought that war would be still happening.
Yeah, at this time.
You know, I never thought that we would still be fighting over land, we would still be fighting over resources, that we are not civil enough to find a better way. You know, and right now, one of the war that's going on is the Palestine and Israel war. Not to make it a political channel, but I think that children are the future.
Correct.
Children are the future. If the generals or if the adults chose to fight, I couldn't care less. But so long, this is a talk show where we're allowed to be perfectly honest. Even you are allowed to be perfectly honest with your opinion, and it's up to us to respect and value each other's opinion. But when the children gets involved, I think that's like
That draws the line.
that draws the line. That draws the line. You're
Correct.
gonna fight. You're gonna raise a couple of fists. Go ahead. We can't stop that.
Right.
It's in our nature to fight. So long as humans exist, war is inevitable because each of us have our own personality. One might be more greedy than the other. One might want something more than the other. So we tend to fight. Even as brothers, as siblings, as friends, relationships, we fight. Human beings are destined to fight. But it's
Where do we draw the
where
line?
do we draw the line? So we are all four of us are firm believers that children are the future, and we want to also inspire children so that they don't grow up in the wrong path. Nowadays the world is so busy that they don't have anywhere to go to, and they start resolving to social issues and problems like that. But we want there to speak to be one of those alternatives that they can resort to. We want them to come to us, come up to us, join the group. There is no hierarchy here. Nobody is above anybody else. But if you're worried about breaking the ice, step one, I kindly implore all of you, is to just join the Telegram group. Just look up for our social media. There's a Telegram group link there. Just join there. You will be anonymous. Nobody is gonna disturb you. Nothing. But just join and be a part of the movement. If you need someone to talk to, you can approach any four of us who are also in the group as well.
Correct. I can't agree more on what Roy just said. It's really just a safe platform, and we want to be that place where youngsters. That's why we have channel, we have playlists, episodes that comes out from Liam that talks to the younger generation about parenting, how he's going to deal with communications for the younger generation. Liam is all about the younger generation, about mental health, about relationships, coming up to the workforce. You know, I myself, at my age, of course more senior, you know, we all face different things,
Challenges.
different challenges. Somehow it's similar, but even I myself sometimes fall back to these three youngsters here on advice, because their views matters, and when they say something, I learn every goddamn day with them. So I hope this channel works for you the same way as it works for me, you know. Anything to add on this part?
Basically, I think you said everything I
Yeah.
want to say.
Really? I think I talk a lot, leh.
Yeah, and also building on what she said, in the future, once the ecosystem is up and running with plenty of people, there will be questions that would be fun to hear from the four of us. Something that's something very serious, maybe sensitive, maybe even a taboo. By all means, shoot your question to us. So then the fun part is you will hear four very different insights, because we are four very different people. Of different ages, of different mindsets, of different social, physical, biological thinking. So you get four different options here for you to choose from. And there's no wrong, there's no right. That's what makes it unique.
Correct. 连有话说吗？
我觉得我可以讲的都给你们讲完了，但是对于刚刚他说的，不是只有国家的战争才是战争，你还有自己的战争。所以很多东西不是你看不到，它就没有在发生。所以我们这个平台同时也是有提倡这个东西，就是无论是什么东西你都可以直接讲出来，也希望通过我们的平台，你也可以看到一些你很少看到或者是不曾接触的层面的东西。
对对。
对。Whatever she said, I understand.
See, that's why I said different generation, but we all have the same mindset, same mission. And I'm sure there are like-minded people like us living out there. Please do join us. Now, besides joining us, I think viewers also very curious. During the survey, people also very curious. Like now you do DDS, then you have what you call it, meet up sessions, like training sessions or meet and greet. Now, what do you think, in your personal point of view, what are we trying to achieve here? I mean, we did say what we were trying to achieve, but like everyone, we come from different, different background. So, what do you think you hope to achieve with this?
Hope to achieve. If it's me, right? Okay, I believe that there's what you see here, right? You won't see what's my past. So there's a lot of experience that I've been through, not really happy family or financially anything. Those, I believe there's quite families facing those as well, and I believe they are trapped. I want my experience to lead them some way, carve the path, so that you won't feel alone, correct? And when you're alone, right, because I got a few friends, they tend to have these problems as well, cause them to have depression, and of course they had some negative thoughts where it leads to almost suicide. I want people to break free from these kind of shackles, because people might look happy, they might not show you, but in the back, right, they are getting stabbed. So there's nobody to go to. I want people to be more brave enough to say no. I believe that not a lot of people dare to even say no, dare to speak up, dare to find help. So basically, that's what I want, and that's what I want people to start thinking.
Can you repeat the question again?
So it's like we will be doing
workshops,
and we're gonna meet and greet, and we're trying to achieve something, right? So what is that thing that on your personal, what do you want to achieve out of this?
I've always been a fan of Steve Jobs. That's the first thing we're letting out about. I'm letting out of myself. One of my personal idol has always been Steve Jobs. Even though I can't afford the products, but but I love Steve Jobs.
No, machine, you're listening. Okay.
You know what to do.
But I love Steve Jobs and the values that he stands for, who he is, and all that. And he had this famous line. It's called putting a dent in the universe. It's a very strong line. The meaning is so strong if you could understand what he meant by saying that. For me, if I were to conduct all these workshops, if I were to go to the ground level, speak to the community, I've only one purpose, is that I want to leave, that's my dent in the universe. Prior to this, 10 years ago, if you would have asked me what I want to do, I would have said I want to be an actor. I want to be a model. I want to be a celebrity or something like that, because we watch Brad Pitt, we watch
Shah Rukh Khan here.
We watch Shah Rukh Khan, then we want to be them. But okay, once you're an actor, then so what? So what? You're an actor, everyone knows you, you're number one on Google, number one on IMDb, but then what? So I do not want that anymore. I want the what. So the difference between me and them is they have success, they have stardom, they have money. I don't have money, but I have that mission as well. So my goal with all this, dare to speak, going down, doing the workshops, is to put a dent in the universe and to actually help people realize their why. That's another that's another topic that I try to speak when I go back to my university as an alumni to deliver talks and all that. Find your why. Most people's why right now is salary.
I'm so poor.
I'm so poor. I just want a salary. I just want to get married. I just want to buy a house. I just want to buy a car. But an example of a very strong why was when Steve Jobs came up with the first iPhone. The reason it did very well, of course, it was a technological breakthrough. Touch screen. Everybody was wow. But behind that, the thing that inspired that was he wanted to put a device into everybody's hand that they can be independent on their own. They are strong enough on their own. Give them a phone and they can achieve anything. it's not only for the elite, where elites can buy those computers and high-end computers, which the poor cannot afford. So then came out iPhone 1, which was at a much cheaper price than the desktop, but you have the equal power to take on the big guys. That was the vision behind the first iPhone. So look what it transpired into. With that one very powerful statement, he made a dent in the universe.
Yeah.
When you think of iPhone, when you think of iPad, when you think of Mac, for me, I think Steve Jobs. I don't think Tim Cook. Sorry, but I think Steve Jobs. It was his vision.
Yes.
So that for me is why we do this. I want to put a dent in the universe, but my dent in the universe is helping as many people as I can find their why. Once you have found your why, you're solid, man. You're independent. You're strong. You don't depend on people. You don't find dependencies. You don't find habits. You don't find partners just to fill in the gap. You're strong and you know what you want. So that's my purpose.
真的很会讲话，真的很会讲。
Thank you.
这个是 speaker， 你要懂，是 lecturer， 我们是 common people。
But we have different values. We all have different strengths.
Okay, come.
那我觉得刚刚讲的，他们两个讲的都很棒。那based on what you guys say 啦，刚刚我也突然想起了一句话，一直是我自己一直都在提醒我自己、告诫我自己的一句话，叫 Stay hungry, stay foolish. I forgot it.
Steve Jobs.
也是我一个很喜欢的一句话。那我一直觉得保持一颗谦卑的一个心或者是一个态度，才可以让你走得更远。那我们如果在有这个 dare to speak 的这个过程中，我们就像我刚刚讲这样，我们在给你一些信息或者是information 这样子的东西的同时，我也希望我可以从你们身上学到什么东西。那学习的这个过程呢是相互的。那我觉得就是我希望，因为这个是一个 give and take 的一个过程，所以我觉得我比较注重也比较想要的是享受这个过程。
Very true. See, all three of them took my speech. But anyway, for me, it's a calling. When I started the idea Dare to Speak with them, I only had one intention. I wanted to make the world a better place. Sounds big. That's a big intention. Because I have a child. I have a 14-year-old at home that I always, every day, I always try to think what would be that world that she will grow up in. You know, and as we go, I see so many topics. I go through my own challenges. Hence, we built Dare to Speak, and then a module under 365 Miracles. 365 stands for 365 days of miracles. But the miracles doesn't need to wait to the year end before you start, because everyone has this thing, I want to start something new, I must wait until New Year's come only I do. But 365 miracle means the moment you have that intention, you start.
Just do it.
Just do it. And it starts right there and then. So for me, my calling is to bring this, my own story, my own challenging stories, which I will share on the coming episodes, how this challenging journey that I had and how I have transformed not only myself and the people around me, and seeing community growth on that state. So intention and mechanics will be my biggest thing for me. So, okay, so I think we cover lots of our question about what Dare to Speak it is for us, and I hope it resonates with you. I think all of us here can't wait to see you on our coming episodes, which we will be putting out a program flow on our weekly commitments to you. We will see you either on a live discussion or a recording, and also we have guests. Talking about guests, we do have guests that will be coming along the way, right?
Yes.
So every episode we have different guests. I definitely will have guests that will talk about their sanity on the crazy world, keeping themselves sane, and also, like I said, I'm touching a bit more sensitive topic on relationship, especially on the LGBTQ relationship. You want to know more? You have to tune in and see why and how, why we are doing this. How about you, Lian?
那我的这个方面呢，比较多会接触到的是一些 多年龄层面或者是一些比较年轻一代的关于心理问题啊，心理的这个不能说疾病啊，心理问题，或者是一些 relationship 的问题，或者是一些相关的知识这样子方面的，所以跟 Link 可能会有一点相似的部分，但不完全相似。
对，他是 she'll be talking to the younger generation, leave the aunties to the aunties.
How about the boys?
My plan, or our plan, when we have the guest on board is to find out about their struggles. If I have a CEO seated in front of me, I'm not going to ask you about your KPI, I'm not going to ask you about your sales figure for you to promote your product. No. We're going to get very detailed, very in the mud, and I'm going to ask you like, what are the challenges you overcome? Much more interesting if they have a sensitive or a taboo challenge, relationships, gender. Let's get down and dirty into those questions and figure out how they overcome. Make that into a message for the audience who are listening. And if those of you who have faced that problem, you have one solution at hand. And for those of you who know of somebody who has that same problem, you can always lend a helping hand. So that's how we plan to spread this message of empowerment, not for personal agenda, not for financial agenda, but for people to share their struggles, for people to come on stage and be vulnerable as well.
For you.
Yes. You're not going to come on this couch with us and remain very suave and very perfect. No. We all have our problems. It's time to get vulnerable, and it's time to teach people how you came out of that problem.
I like the word being vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
That's the key. How about DM? You want to have anything you want to add?
Well, basically that's I believe you just say us, right? We're gonna talk about almost the same thing. Well, the best case is to have the so-called CEO or maybe someone who is great to share you guys special advice how they go through all the hardships. You guys see how they success, of course you will know how hard they have to run through that wall.
Yeah, there's always sacrifice.
Yes.
There's definitely a lot of sacrifice, a lot of discipline to reach there. Now, I think the last thing that everyone wants to know will be, is there any fun stuff that we will be doing? So actually, it's an impromptu. I actually came up with it, but I'm just gonna catch all three of them off guard. So actually, we wanted to do, the viewers did give an idea of doing debunk the myth. That means there are a lot of myths outside, because you see social media is so quick in information, right?
Right.
Everybody is viewing it. Douglas is right, wrong, you won't know. So what we want to do here is Dare to Speak is also here to debunk the myth. So there will be a fun episode, live discussion episode that we will debunk the myths. Yeah, and catching them all off guard. I don't know. Have you guys seen, like, if you guys scroll Instagram or TikToks, right? You'll find like really funny contents. Some contents like which we will discuss very soon also, which is putting potato to debunk a sexual myth. So yeah, there are a few funny ones. You see, I can see.
I'm confused. Potato in a what?
I don't want to go there yet. Which this is the fun part about Dare to Speak. There will be debunking myths. Douglas is an entrepreneur myth, mental health myth, sexual health myth, anything. But yeah, during the survey we had this. So we will be, all four of us will be debunking myth together and trying to find answers. So if you have a myth that is in your mind that you're not sure, please don't try to dare us on paranormal activities, because I'm a bit weak at heart, I guess.
This guy is macho, I think he can do it.
Okay, the macho ones will do it. So we will debunk the myth. It can be anything. So like just now I said, the coming week we will have a schedule out. So we'll have something we want to debunk on the sexual idea. I don't know, we should debunk some topics. Do you have something in your mind? When I say this, right, have you guys scrolled something really funny recently that you want to debunk? So it's a challenge. I am actually daring for you guys towards the host. Can I dare the host to debunk a myth? Any myth? it will be their commitment to you.
Right now?
Yeah, just think it out loud.
Can, but I can't think of
Yeah,
it.
now what I have in mind is all like a potato, you know.
I'm still confused. I'm still like, what potato?
Okay, so we are actually going to debunk a myth about this thing. There's this older, it's a traditional myth where they say every sexual partners, okay, that we have all have a previous past life.
Okay.
So in order to clear all their past life, past lovers in their mind, I don't know you guys have this deja vu before. No? Some people when you date someone already you have some kind of deja vu or something. But there's a myth that says that all times in the past life you have dated someone, you have your sexual experience, but if you want to stop those sexual experience idea in their mind to come to the current life, you have to put potato on your vagina and sleep overnight. No, this is the real shit. I mean, we will air it the next round so you know where the myth is coming from.
I'm just thinking what happened to the male.
Yeah, that's why there's this topic that we will be debunking. So is there any myth that is in your mind?
You just put that in my mind.
So I mean, it's really, really funny.
Yeah.
So like, there are also questions I think the viewers will want to know from the guys, from the younger generation instead of me, will be like, relationship myth. Okay, some people feel that like when you date someone really, this whole, what do you call that thing? Shit, I'm trying to put that in my mind. See, I'm trying to challenge them live and I'm challenging myself right now. So, besides me thinking about what that question was, how about you guys? Do you guys have a relationship myth that you have heard before? Something nut job. Really? Come on! Like,
Not that I can think of.
Yeah.
Like
No?
right now, offhand.
normal human myth. Okay, have you guys walked, normal human myth, have you guys walked on the graveyard at 12 in the midnight?
I don't have the balls to do that.
Not in the
Not big
midnight
enough.
lah.
But do you believe that spirit wanders the street at 12 in the cemetery?
I've never tried.
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
That
my parents taught me, don't go looking for trouble lah.
Yeah, typical Asian
Why should I
parents.
go there and like challenge them?
But do you believe there's such thing? Do you believe there is such thing where, yeah, it's a myth, I do not know. But there is people that says at 12 a.m. midnight you walk into a cemetery, you will prosper in love.
这种东西就是宁可信其有，不可信其无。我说的是，就是12点有没有东西在那边走来走去，不是有没有钱这个东西啊。有没有钱这个，可能有人刚好就这样子发大财还是什么。但是
Coincidence.
Yeah,
Just be a
coincidence.
coincidence.
Yeah. 但我觉得
Yeah, so likewise, these are the myths that we want you all to also throw in. Do challenge the host. I can't think of that question that was in my mind, but I want the team in BTS would like to hear all these things being challenged, because likewise, you see all of them come there and I just caught them off guard. This is the kind of topic that we dare to speak will be talking about. So we have that fun side.
Yeah, and the thing, it might just purely be coincidental. Let's say, if I were to go and buy a 4D 4D number today, and then tomorrow I strike, I got a strike. But then I review, before I bought the number, I was traveling from KL to PJ. I took Federal Highway at 12 o'clock. Then the next day, people ask me, what's my success? Make sure before you buy the Toto, you travel Federal Highway from KL to PJ at 12 o'clock. It becomes a myth, but it's just a coincidence.
I
might be wrong, I might be right.
Min, let's find out this on the coming episode. We are grateful to even have the chance to even speak to you.
Yeah.
All four of us have the chance to even sit together as a team to host this together. So I can't wait, I can't wait to see the coming episodes with all of you involved. How about you guys? Any last words?
他们 Mr. Macam
遗言这样，
Ladies
好像
first.
讲遗言这样。
Ladies first, ladies
EN
first.
means?
Last word 是吗
Last
Oh,
one.
oh.
No, but any
Oh, those last
words?
words.
Any words for the viewers?
我的话还是刚刚那句咯，就是我们还就是希望可以就是有一个互相去学习的一个阶段一个过程。那你们呢？我很快。
他们就这样的。
那也可能要有一点东西给你们讲嘛 ，right？
Fine. So last words is that we hope you give us a chance. We hope you try it out. We hope you break the ice by joining the group. Come in first, have a feel of it. Bring your friends, bring your family who you know are struggling from problems. That because we don't believe in running from it. We don't. Problems exist, but you shouldn't run from it. And then you should face it. But then the problem comes is how do you face it? What do you do? Who do you go to? When do you do it? So come to us, join the community. Later there'll be all kinds of professional people in there, and there's definitely an answer out there. And we don't want you to take the most extreme measure once you face a problem. Previously, when the episode started, we spoke about suicide.
Suicide.
Right? It's not to say that suicide is not an option. It's an option for people who take it. So we have to acknowledge that. We cannot say that, no, suicide is not an option. They took the option because at that moment it felt like it was the right thing to do. Our purpose is to give you other options as well.
Correct.
Try it out, get you out of the problem. And it's not a one-man thing. No,
Yeah.
I can maybe help few people, but I cannot help the whole world. That's why Dare to Speak depends on you, on the people, on the community. Later on, we will be engaging directly,
Yes.
either face to face or through our broadcast, even through Twitter Space. If you guys fancy that, if you would like to have an open mic discussion with any one of us, Twitter Space is just through the phone. We can connect. We'd be very happy to actually lend you a helping ear and also to extend a shoulder for you to,
To lean on.
a shoulder to lean on. Yeah. So together, join us, give us a try. And I'm sure
We can have some chemistry
yes,
that will
we
come
can
out.
have some chemistry, we can support one another, and hopefully, even it's a small step, the world will be a much better place.
Yes.
This guy finished all my speech now. But easy to say, you dare to ask, we dare to speak.
Right?
Yes. Okay, but before we end our first episode, please follow us. Lian, where will we see?
We will have our Facebook, our Instagram, also if you want our Twitter, our Telegram.
Alright, so we will be sharing the link below. So
And our YouTube.
our YouTube channels, you please just subscribe it, click it and subscribe it because we will also have special gifts coming up by our sponsors, which we will reveal very soon in our episodes. So please click in, join the fun, join us, and also get something out of it, some sponsor gifts. So just click subscribe. Thank you. Can't wait to see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Signing off, I'm Ling.
See ya.
Welcome to BTS. We are here today for our first shooting of our first episode. Thank you Network for sponsoring a place for us to do this recording.
This is very fabulous, and thank you, Network.
We're excited for this opportunity and we hope you stay tuned to our first episode this Friday.
我讲我。